Glass Dolls by D.E. White. I initially enjoyed this book, but that enjoyment very soon turned to frustration, and I'm baffled as to why it has so many glowing reviews. This is very much a by-the-numbers detective story, but with some peculiarities thrown in, not least of which is the way the girls are killed. Drugged, then entombed in glass and left for someone to find. The first crime happened many years ago. The niece of the main protagonist, a detective called Dove, was seemingly killed, and now there seems to be a copycat killer. Going back to the detective, Dove, all of the people in her family have stupid names because, of course, she grew up on a commune. As with many generic detective stories, Dove has had a traumatic past, of course, which she's in therapy for, of course. She and her partner split up, of course, so she lives alone with a cat, of course. She doesn't get on with one of her siblings, of course. At one point, Dove's other niece, the younger sister of the one who went missing years ago, goes missing. Was she kidnapped? Has she run away? Who knows? Who cares? I'm afraid to say I guessed who was involved very early on, and it was a case of waiting to see if I was right. Another problem with this story is the narrator, Zara Ram. She's adequate at best, but no more than adequate. She has an uninteresting delivery, and I found myself zoning out while listening to this quite a lot, and having to rewind a few minutes. Actually, there was one part I had to listen to 3 times before I got it. Generally, Ram doesn't distinguish voices, but she occasionally does. There seems to be no rhyme nor reason to who she chooses to voice differently, and this is strange because in another book I listened to, I thoroughly enjoyed her performance. In my review of that book, I wrote, "She's great and really brings all of the characters, even the secondary ones, to life." Maybe the material was just too poor this time round. Would I listen to another book written by D.E. White? No. Would I listen to another book read by Zara Ram? Perhaps. All in all, I'd give this story a 1 out of 5 and the narrator a 3 out of 5. Have you listened to this book or any others in the series? Did you find the plot believable? Did you find the characters likable? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for listening.